H-Town, H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. Sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And I'm just moving some stuff around. Oh, yes, I like that. Just moving some things around. It's Wednesday. My fate, no, you don't. What happened? What Mindy said, no, you don't on Women Rock Wednesday. What happened, Mindy? What happened? Tell me what happened. Did I do something? What's going on? It's Women Rock Wednesday. Yeah, every Wednesday is Women Rock Wednesday. We just highlight all the time women all the time, but this their day. And notice, guys, I'm waiting on all the women to come on the show so I can have at least 5 or 6 to start the show. Let me see what I got. I got Mindy Collins in the building. I got I got in the building? I saw some more. I saw somebody else on here. Belinda, you in the background. I saw you. Naisha Phillip, I see you. There she go. Okay. We haven't seen Chris Walker since. No, we ain't gonna see Chris Walker. Josephine is on here. I didn't see her. Joe, you got to say something. Oh, we can't see you. Let me see. I got the women. I got them. I got Mindy. I got Belinda. I got Josephine. I got, who else I got? Naisha Phillips. Let me see. I know I'm going to get somebody else by the time. How many is that, y'all? I can't count no more. 1, 2, 3. We ain't got enough. We're going to sit here and chill. Oh! No, we ain't. We're going to sit here and chill for a minute. We'll sit here and chill. I got some stuff for you. But where my girls at? They busy. See, y'all know I start on time. I'll give you a chance. Y'all know I start on time. You know me. It was 12:01. I did it at 12, but I don't know why it popped up at 12:01. So I got Mindy. Hold on. Let me give y'all some little noise. Let me make some noise for my girl. Mindy Collins. Let me see who else we got. Naisha Phillips. Belinda Johnson. Hold on. Let me see. I need some real deal, Bill. She is the building. Hold on. Let me get her, y'all. Nancy Roundtree is in the building. Please tell me you got your golf club and you've been playing it. You missed the golf tournament yesterday. Oh my goodness, man. And you missed it, Nancy. Oh my God. Hatter. What she said, I've been having Queen Sugar resort. You know what? I didn't miss Queen Sugar. I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't. Y'all, me and Anissa, we got this. When they took my girl Charlie off the show, I was done with Queen Sugar. I ain't talked about Queen Sugar since the hell you don't bring Charlie back. You got to be out your mind. That's why I started watching the show. So, I ain't watched it. I haven't watched it since. You know who my dude is now. Shanquetta Pelsa is in the building. Hold on, hold up. I got to talk to all my women get in. Hold on. Listen to me. I like Tyreek now. I don't even know to say Power Book, the Power Book 5. I don't even know what it's called, but I know Tyreek. That's who I like now. Tyreek. I used to hate him because he was going against, I like Amari Hardwick. And his son was going against him. I didn't like him. But boy, I like Tyreek now. That's my favorite person on TV. Can't wait for that to happen. Barry McDonald tuning in from Orlando, headed to Tampa and Clearwater tomorrow. What's happening in Tampa and Clearwater? What's happening down there? Tell me what's happening down there. I got some people in Tampa. I ain't got no people in Clearwater. But y'all, I'm glad y'all all here today. So share the show. Everybody, let's share the show. Barry, let us know what you're doing down there. You know what? I got a woman that rock. I got a couple of women that rock again. But shout out to every woman who volunteered for the Vernon Dean Foundation's golf tournament. Shout out to every woman who attended the Vernon Dean Golf Classic. Shout out to Elaine Ladden again, the woman that put it on, and the woman who got down. She said, "Well, the PGA just settled Florida." Wesley Yates, what's up, baby? What was you at yesterday, man? I needed my boy yesterday. But shout out to all, the women on the Chop Shop. Yeah, the boom boom room. Always shout out to y'all. But I was watching somebody sent me some information. Young lady, I think her name's Samantha Rivera. I think that's her name, Samantha Rivera. She was doing her job, interviewing at a hockey game, interviewing, talking about the game. And look what happened. She got to be back. Share the show, everybody. Thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Watch what she do.
Yeah, it's still a very loud crowd here at T-Mobile Arena. Yeah, it's still a very loud crowd here at T-Mobile Arena. Obviously, Vegas fans enjoying the less than ideal night for the Panthers after falling to the Knights. Don't want to be, all right? Let's get into the highlights here.
Y'all see what she did, man. She did. Y'all got to understand. So I'm somewhat in the media now. And you got to understand, I've been in situations, we on the road at some of these colleges, and some of these people just come in and just talk, and they see us on the air, and I'll be wanting to smush them like this. But let me show again, because I was so great professionalism by Samantha. Watch it.
Yeah, it's still a very loud crowd here at T-Mobile Arena. Obviously, Vegas fans enjoying the less than ideal night for the Panthers after falling to the Knights. Don't want to be, all right? Let's get into the highlights here.
Then what you're not going to do is get in my shot. What you're not going to do. I like that. Sam. Thank you. I don't know you. I hope I meet you one day. But that's how you show professionalism under fire. And I just like that. I had to play that, y'all. But I did want to ask y'all, where are my ladies? Did have y'all attended the Women Rock Wednesday block brunch yet? All the boom boom women. Have y'all attended the brunch yet? If everybody, tell me who have attended the brunch. Share the show. Where's everybody today? Y'all, well, come on, this Women Rock Wednesday. Now I ain't gonna go no further. I got too much stuff to give y'all. So text, tag, tell a friend about the Chop Shop today. It's share the show. Do something. I mean, cause this stuff I'm about to give you today, they're gonna be talking about it later. Cause I saw a couple of people. You know what killed me? How when you talk certain subjects, some people just come out. Their ass been on here all the time, and then they just come out and at the last minute. Then they'll comment. But I had a topic. I want to clear something up yesterday because somebody brought it to my attention. I want to clear it up on my stance toward all of this stuff, summer basketball, and all that. And I mean, I really just want to give you my take on it. But let me give you something else. What is your biggest takeaway? I want to know from game 2 of the NBA Finals. I want to know that. So just put it up on the screen. What else I wanted to know? What is your biggest takeaway? I just want to know because I know what mine is. But what is your biggest takeaway? Let's see. Do you think? I got this. Okay, I got another question for y'all. Hold on. Let me give you something. Let me give you. I saw something. Oh yes. I'm gonna hold that one. Cause Magic Johnson said some stuff that I want to share with y'all about that. But I need more people on here before I share that. That's some deep. That's deep. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. Shout out to Kendrick Davis too. He worked out for the Wizards yesterday. That first annual group pick that we captured for the Bernadine Foundation. I think next year we're gonna mat and frame that thing, and we're gonna auction that off. We're gonna auction that off. And I want to share with y'all too we're 6, maybe 5 days. We're 5 days away from opening day at the No Excuses Pro-Am Summer League to kick off this 2023 season. Gary, I don't know if you're going over there and working with them this year. They call it Houston's official Pro-Am. Maybe it's some more Pro-Ams around the city, but Houston's official program is kicking off Sunday, June 11th at the Fundy Recreational Center, Fundy Community Center. Game start at 12 p.m. The No Excuses Pro League dancers will be in the house along with live performances, fun games and giveaways and more. Stop by the concessions for all your favorite game day food. I got a thing. I'm gonna put on the thing so you can register. So I guess they just want you get in free, but you just register already so you don't have to, because I think when you come in the door, they just want you to know who's coming in the door. They will continue to host the league each week on Sunday, from Sunday 12 to 9 p.m. And then on Thursday and Friday 6:30 to 11 p.m. Wow, they're gonna be in there all night. So let's support the No Excuses Pro-Am. And then I looked in the thing, my box they sent me. Shannon Sharp is leaving. I showed you why a couple of weeks ago. Shannon Sharp is leaving the Undisputed, and Skip Bayless. We kind of, people kind of got a view. But after the NBA Finals is over with, he's leaving. They still working together, I think now. I saw it yesterday. I saw the one from yesterday and saw parts of it. I ain't watch it because I knew they're going to be so bland because, shit, man, I ain't working with you no more because of you. And they was talking about getting LaShawn McCoy, who could land in Sharp's seat. He is the worst on TV. Oh my God, I hate to say it, but yeah, he's the worst. I'm sorry, but shout out to HBCUs. Friends, a lot of friends of mine are AT and North Carolina AT University graduates, and in their new student orientation. They received 40,000 applications. All with 3.7 or above GPAs. Shout out to HBCUs. They couldn't take all 40,000, but they received 40,000 young people, women and men wanted to go to that university. But Women Rock Wednesday, I need to talk to y'all. I got to talk to y'all. I saw something. And y'all help. Chris Paul. I saw something. Chris Paul. Chris Paul says his daughter, where my women at, was bullied in school over his championship-less career. Dale Griggs, Ayanna, I need you today. Y'all got to help. You got to talk me off the line. Chris Paul, he said, my daughter, at the age now where school kids talk crazy to her, she had a little boy at school said that some reckless stuff to her, like, your daddy ain't never gonna win no championship. Chris Paul, he hadn't won an NBA championship. What do y'all think? Y'all, I don't know if y'all want to hear what I got to say about it. But what y'all think? Talk to me. Ayanna. Dale Griggs. You Chris Paul's wife. Your daughter come home. Talking about a boy. Says that her dad ain't never won no championship. What? Tell me, how would you handle it? Sonya, Mindy, y'all talk to me. Gary Carter, you talk to me. And I know he's looking out for his daddy. I mean his daughter. But I'm waiting on one of y'all to say something before I say something. I just wait. I'm just waiting. Okay, somebody say something. I don't see it. I don't see nobody saying it. Y'all, this is going to be such an important show. It's going to be such an important show. I'm finna share something with y'all in a minute. It's going to blow y'all away, but I want to get this stuff out the way. Nobody got nothing to say? Y'all want to hear what I got to say, right? Nobody's saying that. I'm going to repeat. Chris Paul says his daughter the sweetest thing in the world. And she coming home, she been bullied at school. Because the guy said, yo, daddy ain't going to win no championship. Didn't hit her. Didn't touch her. But say, your dad ain't going to win no championship. What y'all got to say? I can't blame Boom Wayne. Is it working? Can y'all hear me? Hold up. Has it froze up? Can somebody say something? Wow. Let me see if anybody's saying something. Oh, Ayanna says she thinking. Okay. Yeah, it just ain't popped up on the screen. The little boy ain't lying. My daughter would have said the NBA championship and you dad would. My daughter would have said that my dad got to the NBA championship and will your dad make it to the NBA? Okay, I got you. Okay. All right. What? Okay. Little boy ain't lying. Alfio, quit hating. Alfio, you ain't never been to no NBA championship either. How about that? I see why y'all don't want to. Hey, Lady Baron. How you doing? Lady Baron, I can. Dr. Green. Ayanna mama on here too. Dr. Green. Dr. Green. Oh, okay, what championship? There you go. I mean, but, I don't know what I told my little daughter to say. I know it would have been on the lines of, hey, player. No, I ain't gonna be nasty like that. I'm just gonna listen to y'all. Tanya said, me being who I am, I would say, F you, has your daddy won? Okay, that's what I want to say. Or my daddy might own a team one day when him and LeBron and buy this team, and you might need to work for us. Or ain't but 5,000, ain't but 4,000 people in the world ever been in the NBA, and my dad is one of them, and your dad ain't there. What you talking about? I mean, it's just, I think that's a good problem. You can't say her shoes are holy. She riding a raggedy car like these kids do. Other kids who don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? That all you can say is my dad ain't never won no championship. She doing good. Dorothy Green. I think Chris Paul's she's look, daughter could say yes, he haven't, but we got a mansion and this yeah, I don't know. But hey, Dr. Green, what your daddy do? Okay, I got you. Okay, I just wanted to go there. All right. Hey, ladies, I saw something the other day. I got to share with y'all before I get into these other topics. Okay, and I had to wait. Y'all know I keep this until my girls are here. So I need to share something with y'all. Okay? I need to share something with y'all. You know, Miss Dorothy, you ain't been here in a while. You and Ayana, I be missing y'all when y'all be gone. Have y'all been all right? Don't just disappear from me like that. I need to know y'all all right. Send me an email, chopshophtx@gmail. Said, Dr. Green, Dr. Green said, Ayana, I'm gonna put it on you. You text me, you email me, said Miss Dr. Green is doing all right. She way up there in Seattle. I can't get to her that quick. So I need to know, is she doing all right? Okay? All right, we clear. All right. Now, let me go. And hold up, and then my young fella, Wesley Yates, gonna be playing at UW up there in Seattle. So I'm probably gonna be up there to see him play. And see there, Dot, they ain't feeling well. See there, Ayana, you got to let me know this. I got you, Dot. I got you, Miss Dot. I got you, baby. Okay. So watch this, and you help me, Miss Green. Y'all moving here? Y'all moving back to Houston? Y'all moving to Houston from Seattle? Let me know where y'all moving to. All right. I mentioned something the other day. Thaddeus Young, I need everybody's input. I don't need nobody playing around. I want input on this. Because I was thinking about Juneteenth. It's coming up soon. Okay? Y'all got to remember, I'm from Memphis. We didn't talk about it in Memphis, Juneteenth, that much. Okay? I didn't even think about it till I wasn't even aware of it, really conscious of it until I moved to Houston. I didn't know what the hell Juneteenth was. Because I guess people in Tennessee don't want you to know nothing, us to know nothing anyway. So I was thinking about it because I saw something and I had to share with y'all because they ain't gonna put this on the news too much. So I got to share with y'all. Can we talk about, Dale? Can we talk about the need that we have in our community to make other people feel comfortable at our expense? Okay? Y'all follow me? Can we have that conversation again? Boone, I hope you're on here. Because I need to talk to you, Boone. Black people, we need to feel comfortable having spaces that are not open to other people. And yet, we seems to be in a situation where as we are about when we approaching Juneteenth right now. I understand it's a big deal. If you listen to me, this is going to be a big deal to you. I don't know if Tanya did it. Tanya, when you were young, where did you celebrate? I didn't celebrate Juneteenth. My family didn't. Till I got up here in Houston, Texas. When you know better, you do nothing. But we be in these situations when we're approaching Juneteenth. I'm going to show you what's happening. That folks are really not clear that it's okay to not have to center other people. You don't have to center other people. It's all right to center yourself. You got me? See, look at Tanya. Watch this. Now, I'm serious. This real talk. But I'm just, Y'all help me with this one. Y'all help me with this one. You may have heard this story. I don't know. I saw it. There is this community. She said, we did in Washington. See, y'all got it in Washington. I didn't get it there. Got some great daughters. You may have heard about this story. This community in South Carolina, I think Greenville, and they have decided as they approach the Juneteenth holiday that they were going to abandon the traditional organizers who had previously been in charge of organizing the Juneteenth celebrations. It's always a mess with us. Like in Houston, we got 2 Martin Luther King parades. What? They can't get together because I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that one alone. Before it became a holiday, before it became a federal holiday, and this is a town in South Carolina that wanted to have a spirit of unity on Juneteenth. They didn't want Juneteenth to, quote, be exclusively black. These are black folks I'm talking about. Because if Juneteenth was a holiday and exclusively black, that would not be in the spirit of unity. Y'all hold on. I got something for you. The spirit of unity? The spirit of unity? Y'all, I didn't know about Juneteenth till I got to Houston in 83, 84, around in 85. I'm wondering how one uses a holiday that is literally set in place to commemorate the end of enslavement. Knowledge about which had been kept from the enslaved people because the white owners who owned them wanted more harvest seasons out of them and don't want to pay the laborers, so they kept them enslaved, refused to provide them information. Hey, y'all free now. How do we make this about unity? How? In a country that refuses to even allow us in many states, Texas and Florida, Tennessee, 3 states that I have close ties with. We can't even have an honest conversation about what Juneteenth was because we're not supposed to talk about race in this country in American schools. I told y'all I had something for Women Rock Wednesday. Y'all got to talk to me, mamas. Y'all got to talk me off a ledge right now. It's a difficult thing. It's a problem because this little town in Greenville, South Carolina, they had advertisement banners that they put up across the town that shows smiling white couples to advertise the upcoming Juneteenth celebration. Dorothy Green, y'all, it's all right for us to have some without centering other people. It's okay. There was a cease and desist order to the current organizers of the current Juneteenth efforts by people who were the original Juneteenth celebration creators up there in Greenville. There's a lot to unpack here, y'all. I got to let y'all hear it. I hear you, Trey. Thank you, Trey. Trey, you picked up on it. We got a battle here between the Peace Center which is the organization that used to do the Juneteenth celebrations, led by one Bruce Wilson, who was the community activist who had said that he had provided Juneteenth celebration for a few years there. When the Peace Center gave another organization in the community, they gave them and decided to let a whole nother group a whole event on their property. So the Peace Center saying, okay, yeah, forget about the old dude, this new dude, the other dude just it was about black. These new black people they want to include everybody. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Watch this. There's some debate on who was notified and whether or not they were properly notified that they will no longer be able to do Juneteenth. This is Greenville, South Carolina, y'all, where some of the first slave ships came from Virginia, then in South Carolina. This South Carolina, where Mother Emanuel Church, where the dude Dylan Root came in there and shot all them people in church and just killed them, prayed with them, then killed with this same South Carolina. Yeah, I've been there. Okay, so they were notified that they were the other people. You no longer be able to do Juneteenth, and then another group comes in, and interesting enough, the new group that comes in, they the one got these banners up of non-black people because they want Juneteenth to be a holiday about unity. Juneteenth, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't grow up knowing about Juneteenth, but I've studied Juneteenth. It's not about a holiday about unity. Juneteenth is not even about the formerly enslaved Africans who were kept from their freedom intentionally by people who own them. In my studying, Juneteenth is really, I know we celebrate and we have our own traditions. I know I ain't trying to tell y'all nothing, but Juneteenth really is a reminder to all of us the lengths to which people who believe in white supremacy ideas will go in order to prevent you from having freedom. That's what Juneteenth is really about. It's a commemoration. Juneteenth is not about those black people, while it is. Juneteenth is really about the way the white racists will use the law, will use violence, and use all manners of tools available for them to perpetuate white supremacy. That's really what we're talking about. Who gets the center in the holidays? And whose history actually get told? Juneteenth ain't, why do we have something about unity? It wasn't about unity. Is it a real history on what happened on Juneteenth? Or it's the history of what makes people feel better? Because, and here is the other thing that you need to know about the story in South Carolina. Reuben Hayes, who is the founder and the CEO of the new celebration, the new Juneteenth celebration, said, here, brother, everybody, your skin folk ain't your kinfolk. But I'm going to keep on going because I ain't talking about nobody. Celebrations that say that, and he said that the national holiday Juneteenth does not belong to one group. Let me give me a drink on this one. He said that his group has a vision to broaden the celebration, to promote healing. And in a divided community, and the banners featuring white people and others and other non-black people as part of that effort. This is what old Rube said. Reuben said, according to Reuben Hayes, the banner was one of the 10 designs posted throughout the town that was at least shows one black resident, an Asian resident, a Hispanic resident. And he said, we, the group that put this effort together, y'all, this happening right now. That put this group together did not want this to be exclusively black. And that's in the spirit of unity. He said the idea for the banners came from his board, all of whom are black. Y'all got to Google it. Reuben May. What did Reuben Hayes? Oh my God. Interesting to me that an all black group decided the best way to demonstrate unity around Juneteenth was to have other non-black people on the banners. I have thoughts about this, but I want y'all to hear something from somebody else. Amanda Seals. I want to hear what she said. I want y'all to hear this. This Women Rock wins. Told y'all need to get this. I told y'all. Watch this.
Dear Black people, Juneteenth is our day. You don't have to feel. Dear Black people, Juneteenth is our day. You don't have to feel any kind of way about white people not being included in Juneteenth, because they are included in Juneteenth as the descendants of enslavers. But Juneteenth should be about unity. Why? This country is not about unity. Juneteenth is an American holiday. If you're not going to teach true history in American schools, then don't come trying to take black holidays and call them American holidays. The point is that black folks can be all right celebrating a day for black folks without feeling like we have to include other folks. I don't see Christians spinning dreidels for Hanukkah ads. Ba-dum-bum. Dear Black people, Juneteenth.
Christians spinning dreidels for Hanukkah ads. This one of the things that a lot of people were worried about when they talked about Juneteenth becoming a national holiday. I didn't understand. I didn't understand what they were talking about. They call it the whitewashing effect. The same thing that happened with Kwanzaa. Y'all got to realize we all celebrate Kwanzaa. Somebody told me. We all celebrate Kwanzaa. No, we don't. And it's okay. We don't all have to celebrate the holiday. Hanukkah and Christmas, they can coexist. Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, Eid, Dwale, all of those things can coexist. We do not have to cross over this effect for people to celebrate. Do you have to center other people to talk about yourself? And it's no shade to the brothers and the sisters who put this together. I'm not shading them. We recognize and we acknowledge that there are a lot of people who are not comfortable having all black anything. We get it. I get it. It's part of our enslavement. It's a part of what we have been taught, and it's a reality. But the fact is, we have to be clear that having black spaces that are just for us, our resistance to that is the part of what we're taught in enslavement, when we resist that. Because one of the things that we were taught, that we were programmed into our DNA, is that white people, by virtue of their whiteness, have the God-given right to dominate the earth and to rule over non-white people and the land that they live on. What's up, Bob? I know you just got in here. We're talking about Juneteenth. Go back and get the show and see, go back and then you'll get it. You'll catch up. So this idea that we are to make other people comfortable, we should be centering ourselves and not thinking about nobody else. That is also a part of enslavement. This is not a shade on the folks who organized this, man. I know what's they've been. I know what we've been got, but it's it is calling us to recall. Listen, let's tell the truth. If we're going to have an all we are the world, kumbaya, Juneteenth, we better be honestly talking about the enslavement role. If we're going to talk about it, we got to talk. If we talk about Juneteenth, we got to talk about this enslavement role in it. We better be honest talking about the fact that this is how white people in this country showed up in this holiday. And we should be able to have that conversation in a way that's going to allow us to move this country forward. Y'all, I found out, I did some little history. In the last 5 years, Greenville has had an influx of money and gentrification happening. There was an all-black area west of downtown that was completely leveled, and they built a park on it and called the park, guess what? Unity Park. Juneteenth celebration is unity. Gentrification and the park. So this unity thing is what's being pushed with the gentrification that is happening. Who is that? Trey Phillips said something about the money. Follow the money. The PGA, the Live Golf Tour, follow the money. Some people in Greenville feel that they need to just pull back from this from this celebration period. Celebrations that include everyone. They want this to include everyone. And feel that pinch for a while in order to decide how are they going to move forward. Because they're broken. They're fractured down there. I'm not opposed to them just pausing. They're not clear on how they should move forward when it comes to their own identity. So I'm not opposed to them just pausing, because y'all got to realize we kind of got thrust into this holiday as sort of a George Floyd happening. And we were going to paint Black Lives Matters on streets. And we were going to give you Juneteenth. We gave y'all that. We know some people who have been advocating for it out there for years, but they decided to give y'all that after George Floyd. They ain't gave you the George Floyd policing bill. They haven't gave us the John Lewis bill. They said racism was solved when we did that. The White House, everybody said racism was solved. Maybe we should have a pause and not engage in the full American celebratory methods of Juneteenth. Because it feeds y'all really into the pre-4th of July celebrations. We can't let them. Y'all know what Frederick Douglass said about the 4th of July. If you don't, go Google Frederick Douglass speech about the 4th of July. It's too long for me to give it to you today. That might be a good way to apply it. Y'all, we need to pause, because as long as Black people are concerned about celebrating or commemorating Juneteenth and wanting to center other people as they commemorate, that to me, we got to do more conversations about what we need to do internally. What are our goals on this holiday? What are your goals, Robert Young, on this holiday? Y'all grew up here. What, Ayana, you knew about it when you was young. What are your goals on this holiday? I wonder if that town in South Carolina felt the same way about the AAPI, or the Hispanic Heritage Month. The AAPI was the Asian Pacific, Asian American Pacific Islander organization. Are we doing the same thing in Hispanic Heritage Month? If we're not, I think there are some additional questions that need to be asked. And I think we are missing a fundamental part of what it means for us to have a day that allows us to engage in this discussion. I'm waiting on a comment. I ain't seen no comment. I know y'all listening. That allows, we right now are talking about discussing Juneteenth. And in states like Texas and Florida, where we are not actually legally allowed to teach what Juneteenth is about, this is where we are, folks. This is where we are. And we got an all-black coalition down in South Carolina who has decided that they want to make Juneteenth and Kumbaya and we are the world approach. Is it something I'm missing? Maybe y'all feel the same way. Just explain it to me. I don't know. Is it possible black people center ourselves at times? Is it possible for us to center ourselves at times? Is it possible to not eternalize the racist ideas that centering ourselves is always divisive? It's not divisive when we want to just love on ourselves, because that's the result of us never centering ourselves. Because they'll say, oh, he's divisive because he want to love his people. If we can't center ourselves on Juneteenth, then we in bad shape. I get this poem. Check out this poem. And I'm going to finish with this poem by Travis Johnson. He said, after Eric, we promised his daughter a new world. We screamed for freedom and unrestricted throats. They gave us workshops and street signs. 3 years later, you still watch a black man get choked to death on your phone, and you scroll through the Instagram debates about whether it was a crime. 2023, and they still lynching ninjas. He didn't say ninjas though. On this side of the river. The name of the poem is called River Jordan by Travis Johnson. I had to share that with y'all, because I know Juneteenth is coming up, and I don't want us to get, them people in South Carolina. I just want to know, if one of y'all listening, comment. I set up a time. I want to know, what was y'all thinking about? But I'm gonna take a quick break because I have not told y'all about this great wine. Got great winemakers in this city. Solomon and Bryan Wines is off the chain. I'm trying to see which one I want to play today. Let me play that one. Welcome back, and Sonya, welcome back, and he did not. He said the word. He wrote the word out. Great poem. I don't care if that word was there. I need it. I needed that. I needed that. I got some situations. Y'all, I got to talk to y'all about the Miami Heat game tonight. Then I give y'all some more love. I got to talk. Well, who y'all got now? No, he didn't say it. That's all right. That's all right. That's his poem, son. You can't tell him how to write his poem. Let that man write his poem. I know what the hell he was talking about. Bet you that. But I want to share some stuff. I think I had it for you yesterday. I wanted to talk about the NBA finals, and the ratings are up. Yeah, the ratings are the same as last year, and we had Stephen Curry in the finals, and Boston Celtics in the finals. Just shot a 59. Can't touch how to play with an AEO, man. Okay. You shot a 59. You shot an 89. That's good. Shot an 89. That's great. You count all your strokes. How many mulligans? Y'all, I'm gonna put it on the screen because he want us to know. How many mulligans? Send me the scorecard. I'm gonna post it on the screen. How many mulligans did you take? I know you played with ADO, man. How many? 89, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to tell y'all, 89 is a great score in golf. Most people in the world can't shoot 89. And this dude that came on here and said he shot an 89. You got to show us. You got to show us some proof. You got to bring the old man. I'm like Jimmy now. The old man got to come and give us some proof. Let me see. It's something else I wanted. I know it's something else I wanted to show y'all. I was about to. I don't want to do y'all. Y'all, something happened in this finals that I just didn't like. Okay, I just didn't like, and I want. Bam, what's his name? Adebayo. He was at a press conference last night, and I want y'all, Women Rock Wednesday, y'all help me with this one too. I didn't like this, so y'all explain me what the hell was on Jimmy, what's his name? Jimmy Butler's mind. Watch Do y'all need to see that again, or do y'all understand what happened? Do y'all need to see that again? Do y'all understand what he did? He turned his butt around and pulled his pants down at Bam at a press conference. Who does that? Did y'all see that? Let me show it again. Let me show it again, just in case. I don't understand What's going on with this dude, man? What's going on, man? Mindy, ain't this other ways to have fun? Mindy, I promise you we had fun at this golf tournament. Ain't nobody turn around and pull the drawers down. I mean, put the pants down. You know what? Sometimes I just don't even want to bring up stuff. What happened? What? Explain to me somebody who said, okay, man, I do that all the time. Find me. Y'all text somebody. Somebody text somebody. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna let y'all deal with that. I'm just gonna put it up there and let y'all deal with that. That man said they just having fun. This is how I feel about it.
Shit.
Let me see.
You ain't said nothing but a word, Negro. Shit.
Let me see.
You ain't said nothing but a word.
That's how I feel about what he just said. They just having fun. Having fun? Me and my dudes don't have no fun like that. I wish you would. But back. Glad it's one person. I'm going to go on. Lord, you didn't help me today. Lord, you didn't help me today. Share the show, everybody. I need some more people on here because y'all playing around. Y'all just, and see, I'm letting y'all do your comments. Y'all comments, hold up. Let me make sure everybody's seeing these comments y'all putting up there. So y'all don't think I'm just, look at it. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah. They don't play that in my house. Don't play that. Jimmy, brother ain't young. The hell you talking about young and dumb? See, this is the kind of stuff, man. I see why these grown ass people talking about this young and dumb. Man, I see why these kids do all this ignorant ass stuff now. I do. I ain't blaming them. He ain't young. It's a grown ass man. Carry home, this man said this man is young and dumb. I just don't understand that, man. Somebody sent it to me and said, Rob, what's up? When did we, no, somebody said, when did we start doing this? But let me get back to the NBA finals. Since we on it, let me get to that. Because yeah, I'm good. To me, like I said, to me, the exceptional part and the reason Miami keeps winning is they're out shooting these guys, man. I'm watching what these dudes doing. Hold up, where's this thing at, man? I'm watching what I had some stats somewhere. Where I put them? Yeah, I'm on one. I'm always on one. Eric, I cannot believe you didn't come to the golf tournament, Eric. Oh my goodness, Eric. Oh my goodness. Boy, you missed. But Eric, I ain't using young for that. King Sticks wrong. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Somebody, at least somebody listening. But Miami, y'all, the other night, and y'all help me, was the best team for the first 5 minutes. Miami the other night was the best team for the last 5 minutes. And Denver was better every second in between. Have you ever seen a game like that, Eric? D. White, have you ever seen a game like the other night? And Miami won. Was it coaching? Was it fight? Was it focus? But it is what a great culture, I think, provides, and Miami has it. Which one of these teams are at their very best at high leverage moments? I'm putting on my analysis hat, y'all, when I get to talking when I'm calling the games now. Which one of these teams are at your very best at high leverage moments? This I talk on TSU radio. For years, it has always felt the Patriots were better early on in the game. In the first drive, all your football fans, they would take the lead and they were way better late. That's how they was winning, the Patriots. often outplayed in chunks of the middle of the football game. They get outplayed, the Patriots. I watched them so close. Y'all know Tom Brady is my favorite call. Ty Law, he played with Ty Law. He played with Charles Woodson in college. So I got this relationship. Not always the most talented team. The Patriots wasn't. Start with a lead, very good late. That was the Patriots way. But watch this. And that was what it was like the other night with Miami in those high leverage situations. See, we view football as not as dependent on their stars. It's a community, like playing together, choreography. But the minute Brady left, the culture died. And yet, here are Miami Heat and the NBA, a talent and star-dependent sport. NBA is a talent and a star-dependent sport. Shaq left, they're fine. LeBron left, they're fine. D-Wade left, they still fine. It's the basketball franchise in a star-driven sport, in the star-dependent sport. It's that culture, not the Patriots, that survived the loss of great stars. The Patriots didn't survive. As I'm watching this series, it has become an analytic series. See there, he said, but I knew in the second quarter, Eric, in the second quarter, when I saw the way Miami was playing and Denver didn't blow them out, I kind of thought it was some trouble. I went back and watched the game. So as I'm watching the series has become an analytic series. Let me explain to y'all. So you can talk to your friends at night. You're gonna sound like the smartest person in the room. Miami doesn't have size. They're going to shoot more threes, and the other night they hit them. They didn't hit them in the first game. They hit them this night. What's concerning, if you're Denver, is in both games, game 1 and game 2, Miami got open looks from outside in both games. They just couldn't make any in the first game, which is understandable. They didn't have their legs, right? Because they just played game 7 with Boston, got on a plane, went all the way, with 5,000 feet above sea level in Denver. They didn't have their legs, the extra couple of days of rest on the road. They got acclimated. And what did they do the other night? They were great from the outside. I want y'all to watch. It's going to be different tonight. Something going to be different going to happen tonight. Now, Denver is more length-driven team. More tools. Denver is going to be have a more consistent offense with few peak and valleys. Miami will have those peak and valleys. They up and down, right? But it doesn't mean that they're not a better team. Think about this. The Heat still has a Tyler Hero advantage in the hip pocket. Miami is doing all of this without arguably their best three-point shooter. He haven't even played yet. He got hurt in another series, in the first series. You know, what you get from Denver is what you get. Miami stole home court advantage, and they got a secret weapon that they can insert at any time. Tyler Hero. Let me go further. And they will eventually do. I think he's out tonight. Since they won their game, he's out tonight. But there's two different styles of basketball. Coaches, where y'all? The bigger team leaning on the twos with a dominant center and a scorer. Against a team on the perimeter that would have peaks and valleys, ebbs and flows. The other night, they hit them early and they hit them late. It is such a chess match. And what caught my attention, y'all watch this. What caught my attention was Coach Spo probably won 3 games on coaching along against Joe Mazzulla. He may win 1 game as the best coach in this series. Just may. Mike Malone knows what he's doing. And what is the first thing he did? Spo did. Mike Malone, this is what I like about him. Y'all watch this. This is what I'm talking about, coach. What's the first thing he did? He didn't wait for tomorrow's practice. He didn't wait until he got to Miami. Mike Malone, with his chance to make a chess move, and what did he do immediately after they lost that game? Let me play it for you. I ain't gonna even cite this to you. I want y'all to hear this. Y'all got to hear this. Watch what he did. Coaches want to be coaches. Watch this.
Coach Brandon Cristal from KOA here in Denver. Can you kind of, I don't know, figure out why do you think your starters that weren't Joker struggled scoring, I guess?
Well, I don't think that's the biggest question. Now, let's talk about effort. I mean, this is the NBA Finals, and we're talking about effort. That's a huge concern of mine. You know, and you guys probably thought I was just making up some storyline after game 1 when I said we didn't play well. We didn't play well. And tonight, you know, that the starting lineup to start the game is 10-2 Miami. Start the third quarter, they scored 11 points in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And we just got, you know, we had guys out there that were just, whether feeling sorry for themselves for not making shots or thinking they can just turn it on or off. This is not the preseason. This is not the regular season. It's not round. This is the NBA Finals. And that to me is really, really perplexing, disappointing. And I asked the team, I asked our players, you guys tell me why we lost. And they knew the answer. Miami came in here and outworked us. And we were by far our least disciplined game of these 16 or 17 playoff games, whatever it is now. So many breakdowns. And they exploited every one of those breakdowns and scored. So if we're going to try to go down there and regain control of this series and get home court advantage back, we're going to have to outwork Miami, which we didn't do tonight, and our discipline is going to have to be off the charts.
Coach Brandon Cristal from KOA here in Denver.
Chess piece. Chess piece. Joker come to the podium and said he watched, check this out, he watched 17 plays they went over that they lapsed on. 17 plays in an NBA championship game that they were messed up on. You're going to get your head tore off in the NBA. But check this out, y'all. He didn't wait till he got to Miami. That was right after the game. Chess piece. He didn't wait till they got on the plane. Mike Malone with his chance to make a chess move, and what did he do immediately after the game? That's what he did. He didn't even wait. He wants the Denver Nuggets to go and think about that tonight. You get on the plane. You're thinking about it. Realizing that they just got outfoxed. They didn't play as hard. Y'all, let me tell you something. Let me give y'all some history. Dwayne, I think I saw Dwayne Rogers on there. Dwayne, let me give him a little history. A classic. This is a classic. Phil Jackson, right after the game, sent the message to either the officials or them players. Right after the game. He always said something about the officials or the players. After every game. Great move by Mike Malone. Guess what he said? It was disappointing. What is the worst thing that a boss can say to you? Not yell at you. The worst thing a boss can say to you is, I'm really disappointed in you. That's the worst thing a wife can say to you. Boy, if your wife ever tell your ass that, wow. What she said, you better than that. You gonna think about that all week. He just said it. He said, I'm really disappointed. Chess piece, man. I don't even know what to make of it, he said. It's the NBA Finals. And my guys really did play hard. It's another chess move. Dwayne. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Don't. Sometimes the coaching move ain't in the game. It's how you prepare. How you have your guys getting ready to play. Some coaches can't have their kids ready to play at that 8 o'clock game in the morning. Stay there, Dwayne, because I want you to stay here. Some players can't get up. Have y'all ever noticed when y'all go out of town and your son them get their head tore off at that 8 o'clock game in the morning, that 9 o'clock game in the morning? The other team is ready and bust them. Your coach ain't prepared them for the 9 o'clock grind, the 8 o'clock grind. I got another story I want to pass to y'all. I saw this, and I want y'all to know this because football season coming up. I saw something, and I'm going to get back because I got some high school basketball I want to talk about. I want to talk about what we talked about yesterday. Wish Jimmy was on, but I'll do it myself. But I saw this. We consider Philadelphia Eagles to be a well-run franchise. Okay? Well-run. Howie Rosen, all of those guys, well-run. Owners great, all of that, right? They won a Super Bowl. This organization so good. It won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles as the quarterback. Shit, he ain't played nowhere since. Then they got there with Jalen Hurts. That's why I'm telling you this story. It's a hell of a story. They wanted, listen to me, they wanted Russell Wilson. And they had Jalen Hurts. According to two reporters, Doug Farrar at USA Today and Greg Bishop at SI.com, the Eagles wanted to trade for Russell Wilson, and Jalen Hurts was in-house. And it was Russell Wilson that turned them down. Y'all hear me? I know they ain't been talking about it. I'm giving it to you. Your first thought is for all people who thought Russell Wilson was washed. Wilson was cringy. You can't say what a terrible decision. That was a terrible decision by Russell Wilson. I'll give y'all something. I got something for y'all. Think. But what it really shows is that the Eagles, who already had Jalen Hurts in-house, were ready to bail on him. So I'm gonna give y'all the season they were coming off. I got to put my glasses on, make sure I find it. I got to show y'all this because y'all, a lot of people don't, they ain't gonna get us. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. It should pop on the screen soon. Check this out. Y'all see that? So in March of the 2022 season, they made a move here in the season that Jalen, this is the season that Jalen's hurt was coming off of. And here's the season in Seattle that Russell Wilson was coming off of. And it wasn't even close. So they wanted to bring Russell Wilson in over this dude right here. See, we talking about the end. It's a sex story right now. I'm telling you what about almost happened. If Russell Wilson turned their ass down. Y'all ain't heard this too much, hey? He turned them down, player. It wasn't close. Y'all see that? Y'all looking at the numbers? Hope y'all looking at the numbers. Comment if you want to. Watch this. Hold on. Got something else. And what it really provides is something that I think all the time in all industries. You're going to like this, Boom. The difference between stardom and see you later is support. I'm going to repeat that one so the people in the back can get it. All you coaches give up on these kids real quick. All you coaches give up on these kids real quick. All you coaches give up on these quick and play these other kids over these other kids and just give up on them too quick. The difference between stardom and I see you is support. Jalen Hurts, do you have somebody there to support you? It's almost came down a second time for Jalen Hurts. It almost came down a second time. Y'all know what happened in Alabama? Well, no, we like the other guy better. He bounced back and went to Oklahoma, ended up being passed over by every football team in the league and went in the second round. Every team in the league. Thank you, Darryl Barnes, for coming. But it also proves two things. Is that personnel evaluations are hard. Ranking your little old non-ball beating ass kids are hard. Going and scouting and sitting in these gyms and watching all these kids and everybody still get mad at you. It's hard. It's hard. Brock Purdy got drafted in the 7th round. He was Mr. Irrelevant. And wound up taking to San Francisco all the way to down there to the end. Brock Purdy. Belichick can't draft a skilled player to save his life. It's hard, y'all. Personnel evaluations are hard, parents. Parents, they're getting it wrong in the pros. So you think Doug might not get it wrong? You think Jimmy might not get it wrong? You think Jeffrey Day might not get it wrong? And y'all got to sit back and say, man, he got my dude too low. He got my dude. That's why they guys, guess what them guys said? F y'all, I ain't gonna rank none of these kids no more. I'm done. After the magazine come out, I'm done. Not gonna rank your kids no more. So what y'all gonna do, man? Go watch them other look the rankings around town. Check this out. And I've talked to Hall of Fame executives that have acknowledged that they have completely whiffed on picks. Belichick can't draft a skill player to save his life. I repeat, skill player. Nobody on the Pro Bowl from them teams, his teams, since Tom Brady left. Let me get back to this. Talk to some Hall of Fame people, man. They said they whiffed on picks. So Doug can whiff. Jimmy can whiff. Jeffrey Day can whiff. At least they got the nerve to do it. They got the nerve to do it. Now y'all done took the little nerves they had. Now they saying, we ain't doing it no more. This community, y'all, I'm going to get to y'all in a minute. I ain't off y'all. I'm going to end up with y'all in a minute. But I'm sitting here just taking y'all, I'm taking y'all through life. I'm giving you comparisons. I'm giving you parallels. I'm giving you, I'm juxtaposing stuff for you here. Do y'all know all of that film and all of that scouting totally whiffs on first and second round picks? all the time. It's going to be some busts in this. It's going to be some dudes that's not good in this draft. That's the first thing. The second thing, the hardest thing, position, is to figure out is the quarterback. It's the hardest. It's hard. It's that the quarterback is highly reliant on two factors that are really, really hard to quantify. Leadership. They asked Jimmy Johnson about Troy Aikman. Great leader, was he? He said, yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how to explain Troy Aikman. He was just a good leader. I can't quantify it. Some things you can't quantify. And another thing is resilience. Anybody asks you with the quarterback, it's leadership and resilience. Not to pout, not to go into your corner, not to get beat up, not get beat up and when you get benched. Resilient. Come back stronger than ever. So Howie Roseman, who I consider one of the best GMs in the league, has gotten to 2 Super Bowls with quarterbacks nobody liked. Even he didn't. Nick Foles and Jalen Hurts. He didn't like Jalen. He was trying to get Russell Wilson. And now we discover not even Philadelphia was sure they like Hurts. Listen to me, y'all. The difference again in almost every industry between stardom and see you later is just supports. Moments of support. I hope I'm talking to somebody today. I hope you used it. I was once told your career would be decided when you're not in the room. My career was decided when I was not in the room. My first ever client, Penny Hardaway. I was spending time going back and forth to get him, to build a relationship with him. He decided, him and his best friend had decided I was going to be his agent and I wasn't even in the room. Changed my life. Your career would be decided when you're not in the room. They were talking about me. Rashard Lewis' mom wanted to take a meeting with Johnny Cochran. She went to the meeting. Rashard didn't even go to that meeting because Rashard told her, I know who's going to be I'm signing with Robert. I didn't know this. It was decided what? When I wasn't in the room. She tell me this later. So my son, he just let me go. This Women Rock Wednesday, y'all know I got to bring y'all some on my Women's Day because these women got sons, they got friends, they got influence. These women going to share this message. Your career will be decided when you're not in the room. So lubricate, don't agitate. They were ready to move on Jalen Hurts, and now the city loves him. If Russell Wilson, if Ciara had said, baby, let's go to Philadelphia, it was over. Ciara said, I like Denver a little bit better. They were ready to move on from Jalen Hurts, and now the city loves him. Guess what? He gets along with people. He works hard. He's very resilient. Leadership skills. He didn't pout. Probably knew about this already before the reporters did. I'm sure his agent knew about it. He knew about it, and he didn't pout. Hurts wanted to prove that he was worth the risk, and he is. I need all y'all to give what I just said to somebody. That made me feel good. It made me feel, hey, I just thought about it. Me being on the board of the Vernon Dean Foundation was decided when I wasn't even in the room. They were talking about me. I wasn't even around. I tell y'all the story about we were about people talk about you. Sometimes God talking behind your back. Sometimes. Because he's getting in the people's ear for you to have favor. Never forget the story. Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones scouring the country looking for a woman to play the part Oprah Winfrey played in Color Purple. They couldn't find her. Quincy was in Chicago watching the news and saw Oprah on TV. Listen, she was on TV on the news, not an actor. And he said, what's the lady's name? I forgot her name in the movie. Oprah's character. I forgot her name. Him and Steven Spielberg was talking about Oprah behind her back. She didn't have no Oprah show. She was on the news. They were talking about her future behind her back in a room that she wasn't even in. That role she got changed the trajectory of her life. Sophia. Thank you, babe. Corey. Thank you. It's changed her life, y'all. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Let these people keep talking behind your back. Because somebody else talking behind their back for your good. I was thinking about something yesterday, you know? And I just wanted to kind of clear it, especially because we were talking about something, and I wish Jimmy was on today because I could have, should have called him. And I didn't understand how John Lucas got in the conversation. But we were talking about high school players. We talked about two players that will go up the Pain Ghost. And see, y'all, somebody explained to me this morning, and the reason I'm sharing this with y'all, they said, Robert Hatter, you know about this world, but you're not in it. You're not coaching. You're not with these teams. You're not, you in the HOV lane. All these folks right here, they ride. They ain't stuck in traffic. You say you got a different view about this thing, right? And he told me this morning. And he said, there's certain things you just don't understand that's going on. But what I do understand is, he told me something that bothered me. He told me our young men out here, I ain't been going to these tournaments. Our young men out here got their Crocs on, got their earrings, come to games, taking pictures, taking 6 minutes to put on his shoes. And he remembered, because he used to work my son out. He said, your son always came to the gym, goggles already on, shoes already tied, ready to work soon as he walked in the damn door. You know where I got that from? Stephen Curry. That's how he prepare. He goes to the Nike camps when he was with Davidson, when he was in high school. When he go to camp, He was always on the first bus. He was always the first person on the floor because what? He had his shoes already buckled up. You know, all them guys get in, trying to change shoes and, do all that, and put their ankle braces on. He was ready. So he done got 15 to 20 minutes worth of form shooting in before these clowns even got up. He said these dudes are walking into the gym with their Crocs on and taking the earrings out and all of this and all of this. He said, Rob, it's bad. I said, is it bad all over the country? He said, man, in Houston, it's bad. He said, that's why they all got their ass in the transfer portal so fast. He said, it's the worst he done seen it in 10 years. It's a well-respected guy in this community that's been watching and still deal with y'all kids. DJ Anderson, he said he don't care if I tell you his name. He said these habits, Robert, they're different. We around here whining and fighting. And, what event we gonna go to and what event we not gonna go to and what event we gonna go to. And our kids around here suffering. Y'all worry about these events and they ass get to the events and can't even play. They want to take pictures and get in the camera. I'm just telling you. And then I explained some stuff because we didn't get a chance to get really into it. But I want to let y'all understand something. John Lucas is my hero, the man. I ain't got nothing to do with JL3. He never went to a practice. I support whatever he does. It's my dude. But I still, to this day, if he had told me what he told Wesley Yates and his family, telling me, you got to play for my team, I don't expect no help from me. I said, okay. Somebody tell me that, give me an ultimatum like that, I'm not gonna, okay. Listen, I never forget. I told a dude this. I said, dude, if I got to depend on you to get my son in school, if any one of you parents got to depend on one, use us as a resource. Don't depend on now one of these Negroes who come on this show, or me, or anybody, to get your son in school. You use what we give you as gravy. Make sure your son's smart enough. Make sure your son's good enough. Don't you let these people around here handcuff you and like you got to do what they said to do. Hell no. You ain't got, as long as y'all got me in this city, you ain't got to do. Think about it. I'll be minding my damn business, Seneca. Seneca, I get a call from a Division I coach. I ain't in no high school business. I ain't did an event. Y'all know, the only event I did was a golf tournament. And a coach called me and said, what about this player right here? Robert, what do you think? I just so happened, because Penny Hardaway said, you call him. Call Hatter. He gonna tell you who. If he don't know, he gonna find out. I said, I haven't seen this kid play a whole lot. I love him. I've seen your team play a million times. I covered your team. I called a game when your team played. He would be a star on your team. Me and his dad ain't never went out to eat. He's a young man in this community that happened to play on a team that I used to love. I mean, I still love him, but I used to follow all the time. So I got the chance to see the boy a whole lot. So I vouched for him. Guess what? I saw a picture, edit. I left it alone. That young man was offered a scholarship and accepted, and that's the school he's going to. I didn't say, man, you got to bow down and kiss. y'all, don't let these people treat y'all like this. These people ain't the mob. If you are talented enough, you don't have. If you don't go to the top 100, so what? If you don't go to, don't let that dude. There's a lot of people didn't go to the top 100, man. Struz went in the top 100. Vincent went in the top 100. Y'all the crazy man to call me just late. Hey, I see him in. I'm gonna put him in. But y'all, hey, see how God, y'all see. They don't want me. They don't want me to share this with y'all. But I'm gonna crank it back up tomorrow. But I got my dude on the phone. And when I get him, when I have a chance to have this, hey,
what up?
What's up, dude? I talked about you over the weekend during the golf tournament because I did. No, it wasn't bad. I just said, man, if it were, because a million was there. I told a story about how we. So I had to tell that story. But the people was well received, and but what's up, man? Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm so proud of y'all, man. You and that Allen Branch, man. Y'all took an idea and a dream, and y'all turning it into something, man. That dude, I'm just, man. You know how proud I am of you, but I'm gonna say it publicly, man, because I know how hard it is to bring something that's in your mind into fruition, and people hating on you, and people this and people that, but the haters fueling you, because every time you're gonna say the haters gonna have to celebrate me now. I never forget when I first met Ice Cube a long time ago. He came down he was doing some music with Tony Draper, and I came over there, and then I never forget, man. He said I don't mind them hating me, long as they play my music.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What? He said they can hate all they want, long as they playing that music. I said, boy, I like that. But what's up, baby? Tell us about your trip. Yeah, I know you're back now. Tell us about your trip. Tell everybody what you've been doing over the weekend.
It was great, man. The Pangos camp. You know what's funny, man? I was talking to a bunch of NBA scouts there. I don't know if all 30 teams were there, but probably 20 of them were there for sure. Man, what a unique opportunity for.
Tell them where you went, Chris, because everybody don't know.
Okay, I was at the Pangos camp in Vegas.
Okay.
The All-American camp.
Okay.
And I see you got that old bad swing behind you. But
I love you too, but keep going.
That's Thaddeus talking about James Brown. Bad dude. That's a bad dude. But yeah, it was a Pangos All-American camp. We do it every year. We do the data, the stats, real-time stats, where you can follow the game whether you're there or not, and then you can get all the box scores. Matter of fact, if you go to xsmbasketball.com and go to stats, you can still see all the results from the camp.
Okay.
So, and you know what's funny? I was talking to an NBA scout, a guy named Charles Payne, who was with the Nets last year. Been a scout for a while, and now he's with the Suns. So he's now with the Suns with the new management. He tells this story. I don't know why I'm digressing, because it's not the point of what I was saying. Okay. He tells this story about Michael Jordan, how he used to work for Todd Bozeman at Cal. He coached Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
He worked for Todd Bozeman. So when they got let go, right, he became an NBA scout. His first job was the Charlotte Bobcats, working for Michael Jordan. But he had never done NBA. Okay. Well, so he was a West Coast scout, and I remember him telling a story about how he had an opportunity. One second. He had an opportunity to view the kids on the West Coast. So all the scouts, you know how it works. You know, you guys
regional. They call them regional guy.
Yeah, regional scouts, and everybody's trying to get their dude, to get their voice heard and make sure that they listen to them, because it's a big room and you gotta man up, Right. So he talks about how Jordan. So remember Adam Morrison that played for Gonzaga? Was a player
first pick, number one pick.
They all wanted him. They was like, oh, we got to get this dude. And he was like, no, man, there's a kid y'all need to look at it, watch named Brandon Roy.
Mm.
And they watched them both on film. And Michael, he remembers Michael Jordan saying, "Yo, man, you need to stick to this college stuff, man. You don't know nothing about this NBA stuff." Adam, just chopping him up.
Right.
Literally chopping him up.
Yeah.
And Brandon Roy ended up being a dude, and Allen Morrison ended up
being a dude.
playing him out.
Right.
So my point is, what I was trying to say was, that Pangos camp, there's a lot of guys that are playing in the NBA right now that's come through that camp. And there are a lot of kids that will play in the NBA that been in the camp the other day that will play in the NBA.
Okay.
And again, it's, and I look at the roster, was 112 kids. Guess how many kids were 6'2" and shorter out of 112 kids? Now, you didn't get all of the best players in the country, but you probably got 80% of them, 85% of them.
I'm gonna give you 10.
10. Oh, you got 10? I got the list right here. I'm gonna let you said 10. You probably already know.
No, I didn't. I ain't look. I'm just saying.
What did I say? 6'2" or 6'1"?
I forgot.
What would be considered like, phasing these the small guys out? Because I'm trying to make a point here. 6'2" or 6'3"?
6'2", under 6'2". Under 6'2" is short.
So we're counting 6'2" then.
6'2", yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you it was 13.
Okay, I was close.
13 out of 112, and only 3 of them are 4 of them are 6 feet. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, the game is evolving so crazy. You watch these kids. Listen, man. All these 6'8", these Josh Giddies, you know what I'm saying, Adam? They gonna be like these little dudes ain't gonna be a place for them no more. I'm talking to these scouts today, Chris. You got guys like Scotty Barnes that's 6'9". They can do the same thing, and if he can shoot, it makes the little guy obsolete because they don't press in the NBA. Right? There's no pressing.
Miami threw a token press the other night a couple of times, but keep going.
I mean,
I'm just
yeah. But my point is, Giannis can bring the ball up. He's 7 feet tall, and or Joker could bring the ball up.
Like, absolutely.
Draymond Green's a point guard. So what I'm saying is, the little guy is going to be phased out of the game. It's going to happen. Because usually you need the little guy to be like the playmaker, the quarterback on the floor. Well, LeBron's a quarterback. Draymond Green's a quarterback. I mean, you got guys that are, Joker's a quarterback. James Harden 6'5", 6'6". Like you got big dudes that can do the same thing a small dude can do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And go to that camp and there ain't nothing but long dudes. Just you go in there and be like, man, where all these dudes coming from? Seriously, you go in there like, you look right, 7'6". You're like, where are all these kids coming from?
Because they ain't coming out of Houston.
Well, your boy Robert Miller was there.
Yeah.
He was there. Did
you see him?
I don't want to say didn't play great. I'm not going to jump on him. Wasn't stellar. Okay. I mean, it could have been injured. I'm doing the data, so I'm halfway watching. Right. But I did talk to him a little bit. I gave him a hard time. I saw him in the suite and talked to him a little bit. But he did make the All-Star game, and he left. I'm like, bro, you left?
Oh,
but he made the All-Star game and left, the top one. But I think he had a flight, but he left. But at the end of the day, he's long, man. He's just long. I'm just telling you, man, it's just dudes just long for no reason.
So it's a lot of guys like him out there.
Oh my God, a lot of guys that are like him and then some. And then you watch the All-Star game. You watch the All-Star game. You're like, hey man, these kids can play. Like
wait a minute. If you saying these kids can play, they can play. Because you don't get nobody no damn credit.
I don't. But let me tell you something. I watch the league. I watch the NBA a lot more than I used to.
Right.
And you watch the way these kids play. They play like them dudes. I'm not saying they're pros.
Yeah, no.
Those passes that they make and the way they throw the lobs and all that. I say, man, hold on, man. The game. That's why I keep saying the game evolves, man. These players get better. They get bigger, stronger, faster, better. That's what's going on right now. But that was a great. It was a great deal. I was surprised the kids from Texas. I thought I didn't see the talent that Texas normally has, but again, some kids could have not shown up. I'm not in the loop like that. But you about to ask me a question?
No, I saw Tanya said, "What does Pangos mean?"
I don't even know what Pangos means. To be honest with you, it's a name he's given it forever. Just go to I forget. I'll get the website. I'll seen the website, but that's just been a brand that he's had around forever.
Okay.
And it could be he's Greek, so it could have something to do with some Greek meaning or something.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a good point.
It is the second. The NBA players camp is the best camp.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's after this.
Pangos, the best All-American camp in the country. Pangos is the second best All-American camp in the country. And sometimes you can rival the NBA players camp.
And who was the guy who went? He said unranked kid had 33 and he wasn't ranked. He had to be good to be there.
You know what? I got to go back in my data. I know exactly what they're talking about.
Okay.
Oh my God, what's the name of that kid? Is that the kid that made the MVP? I don't think that's the kid that made the MVP. They had a kid that had 33, but I mean, it was, listen, man. And in those environments, here's the thing.
Okay.
In an environment like that, it's like playing at the Fundy, right?
Okay.
People say it's like playing at the Fundy. Because if you ain't a dude that's going to take a shot, you're not going to get a shot because it ain't going to be very many passes. You got to, you know what I'm talking about, Hannah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Keep going.
Running back and forth because when they don't think that you can get a shot off, they ain't never passing you. You're never getting the ball. So once they know you got, once they know you can make a couple, they're looking for you. They're looking for you.
I like that. That's how basketball. That's how basketball's supposed to be played.
But they also know who's ranked what. The kids are smart. They figure it out. Some get out there trying to prove it. Then they realize, oh, whoa, okay.
Chris,
slow down.
If I pass you that ball twice and you miss, you ain't getting it back from Hatter.
And that's how it works. And so you can see these kids figuring it out.
Okay.
Because, man, let me tell you something, man. Imagine when we were kids and every scout was on the sideline we were playing. Come on, man. Like, people don't know what these kids are under so much. They got a lot. They got more than us. They also got a lot more pressure.
I know, but I
having the Lakers, the Pacers. I mean, I sat and talked to every scout. The Hawks, the Nets, the Sun. Like
I would have played better, Chris.
Huh?
I would have played better.
You might have. I'm just saying the opportunity is amazing. So when people shun that stuff, I'm like, so let me get this right. So why wouldn't you want to play at that camp? Just like why wouldn't you want to go to the NBA players camp?
Right.
The place that you want to be in is where they all are. So if you want to be a dude, why wouldn't you go do it there?
But Chris, it's so damn political, and you got to kiss so many asses to get there.
Hey man. So okay, and what? And what?
So that's right. You like that kind of. You like right.
Well, but what I'm saying is,
you know me. I said, man, come on, man.
No, man, no, you don't say that. No, you go in there. You know what? Everybody got different GPS.
No. I ain't begging nobody to get in there.
Everybody got a different GPS.
There you go.
Some people need to beg.
Okay.
Some people need to beg.
Some people need to beg. Okay.
Yeah, and my thing is once you in there, because here's the deal. Because of the way the summer circuits are now, Adidas over here, Nike's over there, Under Armour, these people, maybe New Balance, everybody got something going on. Right. You've never seen the best dudes play against each other. Right. It's very tribal. Only the Nike guys play against the Nike guys. These guys, you never see these dudes all together and to really know who can do what. And here's one thing's for sure. When you put them all together, it's very clear who the best ones are. You can't fake it. I'm telling you, you can't fake it. Right. You literally can't fake it. Right. And a lot of the funny thing is we went back in 2021 to 2021 the data and we started scrolling through. We're like, he was here? Oh my God, he was here. And we didn't realize a lot of the dudes we had are dudes that are getting ready to get drafted or dudes that are high level dudes in college. And they were playing that event. And so some of those same guys, again, were playing this event. But
was Gabe Vincent ever there? Gabe Vincent wasn't there. Gabe Vincent. The dude who tan everybody's head off. And here's another thing. We're talking about that with some of these, you may be talking about that with your people. To me, and for my business structure, Gabe Vincent is a godsend because bias is the number one thing that, and some of the people who have kids that see rankings and stuff, they would agree, or they definitely going to agree with me that bias is the number one reason why their sons don't get seen, even though, again, they're out on the circuits, playing in gyms with quote unquote coaches. But at the end of the day, they really don't know they exist. So a guy like Gabe Vincent can fly under the radar and he got to get it out of the mud. And boy, did he get it out of the mud. And a lot of it comes down to fit. I had an interesting talk with a parent. It was like the middle of the night. We were sitting at
And I don't even want to tell you what hotel they had us in. You would have shot me. You would have shot me if you knew I was in there. But he was like, ugh, you got to be kidding me. Well, you laid your head down in there.
Okay.
Exactly. I know how you are. You and Aria. But anyway.
No, I'm not like that, y'all.
We're sitting there in the middle of the night, camp over, everybody talking. And he's like, man, he's trying to make a decision for his son. And he asked me a question. I said, listen, man, I don't give out free advice, man. I don't give out free advice. You don't even ask me. Well, what do you think, Chris? I don't know. What's it? His last name's not Walker. So I don't give out free advice because if you want my advice, my feelings get hurt when you don't listen to me. I'm sorry. I'm sensitive like that. So my thing is, you're gonna pay me not to listen to me. You're not gonna waste my energy and then go do whatever you want to do anyway. Because at the end of the day, what you're asking me is to agree with you. You really don't want to know what I know. You're asking me to agree with you so you can do what you want to do. I say, listen, man, just do what you want to do because here's the deal. The same way y'all huddle up, they huddle up too. Think about this. You one person, they got 13 other people they got to take care of. So you actually think if they show you an NBA video, they're not going to show the next dude an NBA video? You actually, I'm sitting there listening to him going like, man, do you know how recruiting works? He's not coaching you. He's recruiting you. He's recruiting you. He's not cussed you out yet. He ain't coached you hard yet. Like, he don't come on a visit and be like, hey, let me try this out. I'm going to talk to him crazy and see if he still wants to come. They don't do that. Hey, let me call him out his name and see if he still likes it. They don't do that. Let me say it right in front of his mama the way he going to do it at the game when your mama's sitting behind the bench, and let me see if he still come. They're not going to do that. They're going to be real nice. They're going to show you all the finer things in life. They're going to show you all the highlights, hide all the lowlights, right? And then guess what? And then you're going to make a decision. When you get there, you're going to be like, man, what the hell did I sign up for? And they got that word that's going to come out called portal, that phrase portal combat. And you be sitting right to that portal. And so my thing is, when the parent was talking to me about a certain coach, I said, listen, man, let me ask you a question. I've been a coach for 25 years. I've been in the business. I'm in broadcasting. You met the dude for 48 hours and you know more about him than I do. Like, you know more about it than I do. What you asking me for? Just do what you want to do.
Keep talking, man.
You know what I told a parent too? I said, let me tell you about the psychology of a good player. Let me tell you about the psychology of a good player. A good player, and how your son was a good player. You know what good players don't know you know what good players, and we were both good players. You know what we don't understand, right? And people don't understand this. When you grow up being a dude in high school and you get to college, you know what you never understood? How to clap for somebody. How to watch another dude get off and you clap for him. And sit there and suck up not being the dude and be like, good job, Hatter. A good player ain't never done that because he the one doing everything. So the psychology is when he comes to the game, he got to put up numbers. He got to help win. The other dude got to cheer him on. So why would you choose a school where you got to sit on the bench and do something you've never done before all your life? Come on,
but Chris, you wasn't never on the bench. You wasn't bench. Was you in the bench as a freshman?
No, the freshman, yeah.
You were?
And you gonna quit? No. You talking about college or I'm talking about high school.
I'm talking about college.
I was a 4-year starter, but in my first year, again, these kids don't understand basketball now. Mm-hmm. You didn't go to Georgetown when they had the Kembe Mutombo or Ewing and all the guys that play as a freshman.
Right.
You were Mark Macon if you were going to do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you were exceptional. You were Jordan. Right. You know what I mean? You were like, that just didn't happen. Right. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't happen.
That's a good point.
In the world now, you sitting on the bench and you like, hey man, that's Rod Strickland, man. I'm gonna sit here and wait my turn. You can't get kids to do that today. Hey man, that's Sherman Douglas playing. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna watch him and learn. You can't get kids to do that no more. Which I get.
Coach, it's kids. Hold up, tell me. It's kids. Like, and I don't know. I don't know what be going on with these people, man. I know Chris Johnson signed with Kansas. But hold up. Then when Arterio came there, he left.
Dude, Listen, man.
Don't, I mean, you got to help me with that. I don't understand that because I would have said his ass gonna have to play the other guard because it's two of us gonna play.
Let me tell you what Carmelo Anthony said.
Okay.
When Carmelo Anthony signed. I'm not trying to compare these guys to Carmelo.
Okay.
Who's
I got you.
Valid Hall of Fame, a top 10 scorer all time.
Yeah.
When Carmelo Anthony signed with Syracuse, a lot of people were like, man, why would you go there? They got such and such. You know what Carmelo said?
What?
Man, I don't know who they got, but I'm playing though. I don't know who they got. I'm playing. I don't know who they got. I'm playing. And you know what I tell dudes all the time? I say, bro, let me ask you a question. So you don't go there because, and I don't know this, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm happy Rodney Terry. I'd rather him go to Texas and go to Kansas. So what I'm saying is, so you worried about them having all them dudes. So how you gonna play with the Knicks then? How you gonna play with the Dallas Mavericks when they got Luka out there and Kyrie? So if you can't play with these dudes who will never smell the league, how you gonna play at that league,
Coach?
If you afraid,
you got to realize Damon Stoudemire had the same. He had the same quagmire or the same problem. Guess what? They signed Khalid Reed first. Damon said, "I don't care. I'm going."
New York.
Yeah, he said, "I'm going too." They just gonna have to start 2 point guard because I'm playing. I'm coming from Portland.
It's a different world, man. These dudes really like
they don't want to compete. If you think they don't want to compete, or hold up, get what somebody told me. Help me out there. When they gave this dude here, hold up. Somebody told me this morning. When they might have gave this dude here an NIL package that was bigger than his, so you got to play the guy with the NIL.
Now, listen. Now there is a element of that's very new.
Okay.
Because you gotta realize you got businessmen.
Okay.
So now you're a businessman of Memphis.
Okay.
And you lead the Tiger Claw Pond.
Right. Right.
And y'all pay a dude, you guys pay a guy $600,000 in NIL.
Yeah.
And the dude like Gabe Benson come in and weighing him out because you pay him before you know what you get.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And weighing him out. And Penny say, Hatter, I feel you. But, you know, I'm playing to do this help me win.
But guess what? NIL.
Hold on. We paying this dude $600,000.
But the NIL supposed to be not based on performance.
Oh, really? Really?
That's what they say.
Really?
That's what they say, whoa.
So if it's not based on performance, how do they set the number of what they get then if it's not based on performance?
That's what they said. Oh.
You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, the bottom line is, you as the guy spending the money and with the fund, be like, hey man, why are we paying? That's why numbers are going to change all this. Gotcha. Algorithms are going to change all this like you do in the pros.
Gotcha.
So when you sit around and say why Dak Prescott or why Jalen Hurts, these guys making all this money, or the guy over at the Ravens, right? Why is he making this money? Or Aaron Rodgers? You know what they do? They don't do it based on emotion, right or wrong, Hal? Especially in that league. You see his numbers. You know what? Just like you said that one time about that, was it Ty Law? You said, hold on, man. So you see that dude right there? That's supposed to be the best quarterback in the league. Now, when
Peyton Manning.
What you did was you gave them analytics. Here's the analytics on what this dude does when this dude is this. Now, if you can't find another guy that can do what he does, you gotta pay him. They don't say like, I really like his family.
No.
Oh my God, he's a Christian man. He's just great in the community.
No.
They don't care.
They don't want to give me that money. But I said, I got somebody else want to pay it.
Yeah. And it's leverage.
Yes, leverage. I got somebody else want to pay it. They said, well, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Dude, but in the college game, if a kid was making a decision, if I had a son, I was telling the same parents, I said, listen, man, what's your goal? Is your goal to win a national championship? Because if that's your goal, go to Duke. Go to Duke. If that's your goal, go to Kansas. Go. Like, if you want to play in front of sold-out crowds every game and really have a college experience,
go to Kentucky.
Go there. Dude, I saw football. Like, I'm flying on the plane on Barry Sanders. God, that's why I love watching stuff. Daddy was an Oklahoma fan.
Sure was.
Where did Barry Sanders go to college?
Oklahoma State.
And the daddy told him, I was an Oklahoma fan before you were born, and I'm going to be an Oklahoma fan as long as you're there and when you gone. And sitting there, and Barry Sanders won the Heisman. They showed him when he won and I'm gonna tell you how crazy it was. People don't know this. I didn't know this. They had Thurman Thomas there. The same time Barry Sanders was a freshman. And guess what happened? Barry Sanders ended up winning. Thurman, I think Thurman was there. Senior, he was a freshman. And Barry Switzer says, listen, do not hurt Thurman Thomas because we don't want to deal with Barry Sanders.
That's the opposing coach.
Barry Switzer, who hung the moon in Oklahoma back then. Billy
Right.
Sims, Marcus Dupree. They had some dudes. He said,
We
don't hurt.
Because we don't want to see that thing coming behind him.
We don't want to see. And he ended up winning the Heisman. And they showed him winning the Heisman. And the dude just had a stoic look. Said, Barry Sanders wins the Heisman. Just, it's not glamorous like it is now. Just sat there.
Yeah, he's
just
like
a selfless. Like, I mean, I saw it. I'm like, man, there's no wit. There ain't no hump. That humility that he had, it don't even. Maybe Jalen Hurts, But I'm sitting there going like, this dude here was special.
I had some information earlier. You wasn't on the show. You know that they was finna replace Russell Wilson with Jalen Hurts. That deal was almost done, and Russell Wilson turned it down.
Whoa, the other way around.
Russell Wilson turned down going to Philly. Philly wanted Russell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
all working mysterious ways.
But Chris, let me show you the numbers though. This is the numbers that both of them was coming off that year. Look at the numbers. That's why. So if Sierra had just said Sierra like the Denver over Philly.
I get it. I mean,
they were finna run. So that would have happened to Jalen Hurts again because how they did him at Alabama.
Hey, but listen, man. Here's my thing. GPS of success. It worked out for Jalen. Like, man, sometimes you gotta thank God for the blessings He don't give you, man. Thank God for the blessings He don't give you. But we're all praying for something, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're praying for the wrong thing. You don't really want that. Like they say, you don't really want that smoke. Some people really think they want that smoke.
But you was about to bring up something, and I interrupted you and started talking about Damon Stoudemire. You was talking about them kids.
You know what I'm saying? So with a kid, like if I had a son, like I said, listen, man, if you want to win a national championship, go to UCLA, go to some of these schools, all the pageantry and all of the this and that. But if you want to get to the league, you need numbers. Here's the thing. Think about it. That's 38 conferences.
Okay.
In the country. I think it's like 38.
Okay.
And I was breaking this down to the dad, right? I said, every one of those conferences got what? He said, what? I said, they got a first team all conference. They got 5 dudes that are first team all league, right? And guess what all 5 of them dudes actually think because they were first team all league? I'm going to the league. That's 150 dudes, right? It's only 30 picks.
Did you see the list of all of them dudes you sent me?
No, like you might as well post it. It's public information.
I know. So, I ain't feel like it, but keep going.
Yeah. So then this is what I told him. I said, so it's only 30 picks. So 150 of them dudes all think they're going to the league, which they're not, right? And they probably most likely, if they're on the first team, they probably lead and score on the team. They probably lead and score. But guess what else they got? I'm gonna help you out. He said, what's that? They got a second team all league. 5 more dudes. Now we at 300. Guess what they think? They all going to league. If your son the 4th leading scorer on the team, what you think you're gonna get?
He think he going to league too.
But think about it. That's insane. They don't even look at them. That's why Gabe Vincent. That's why Gabe Vincent exists. Some dudes are late bloomers. Some dudes got to get it out of the mud. But if you don't go somewhere where you a dude and you got leverage and they play you through mistakes and they let you shoot and they let you take not bad shots, but tough shots, dude, you gonna have a tough time. And you ain't gonna know it until guess what? It's done. So the best thing for some of these guys, and I wish it was when you and I were playing, that college has become the pros. Their dudes getting 800,000, 600,000, 400,000. Hey man, that's your professional life. Because by the time when you graduate, you're gonna be back to 20,000 because it may not be as good as you got it right now. You better enjoy every single bit of it because life is about leverage. Right. And what I'm saying is the schools don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. Man, they had Nick Saban going to Washington saying, we got to do something about it. I mean, I'm sitting there going like, man, what?
Let's do something about that $9 million you make a year.
No, let's do something about Tommy Tuberville, who coached kids all his life and what he doing in Auburn and all them schools and what he up there doing right now. I mean, like people got to pay attention, man. And then we steady sending our kids to these guys. Like, you got to pay attention. Like, if your kid is a pro, you don't have to go to Kentucky.
Sure.
Now, again, he's done a phenomenal job. Some people are places that turn them out like that. But at the end of the day, if I said to somebody, listen, man, would you rather be a dude at a lower level school, average 25, or would you rather be, and I don't want to throw Duke on the table, at Duke? Now, Derek Lively, because of who he was before he got there, but that don't mean nothing, because I can name a bunch of them dudes that was like that. They out the league, okay? Out the league, right? Or would you rather be a guy that averaged 3-4 points a game at a high level school and they play well, they on TV every game? Would you rather be the guy averaging 25? And you can tell a parent, I can look a parent's eye and say, which one would you got? Which one would you rather have? And I'm telling you right now, if you're the guy averaging 25, they're going to look at you more. And you know what them people look at you and say? Nah, I'm going to go to Duke because I said, bro, you don't understand. John Shire doesn't get paid to get you to the NBA. He gets paid to get to the Final Four. That's not his job. So why are you putting that pressure on him?
Hold up. Let me give you another one.
Am I lying?
No, you're right. You're right. I like that.
Nick Saban don't get paid to get you to the league. It helps to get other players to come there. He get paid. He get $9 million because he wins championships. He don't get $9 million. They don't have in his contract, if you get 7 guys drafted. He may have something like that knowing him, but it's never in the contract. If 4 guys go in the first round, you get a bonus because it has nothing to do with Alabama.
Nothing. Not
directly. So what I tell a parent, I said, why? A coach's job is to win. The same thing I would tell a high school. They would give the high school coach, if you listen, don't get mad at me. I'm going off on the handle right now.
No, do your
thing. If I was a parent that had a 6'5" kid, right? And I thought that he was a guy that should be playing on the perimeter. And he went to a high school where they sticking him inside and not letting him play. I'm moving my child. Not if we try, I'm getting him up out of there. I'm getting him out of there. And the coach gonna be mad because why? It's my theory. What is the coach's number one job? To win district and get to state. It's not to get your son a scholarship.
College. It's not.
It's not. And guess what? They'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Now, very few of them, like my coach, Boyce Honey. That's what they did. But I mean, he recruited players all over the city, so he had guys on. But at the end of the day, you want to go somewhere to give you your best chance, selfishly, to get where you want to go. And I tell a parent, listen, when you walk in there, and you talk to that coach. I don't care who he is. Hey, Coach Hatter, how you doing? I'm great, man. Hey, man, here's the deal. I want my son to play 25 minutes a game. I want him to get 10 to 15 shots, and I expect him to be in the NBA after 1 year. That's what I expect. Are we on the same page? And that coach gonna say he crazy, or he gonna sit there and lie to your face, and he gonna do whatever he gotta do. But as a parent, you gotta do your part. This is what we want. This is what we're looking for. You can call me crazy. LeVar Ball me all you want. You understand, LeVar Ball got 2 kids in the league, by the way. Richard Williams me all you want. He got 2 Hall of Fame. Earl Woods me all you want. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in there and demand. And guess what? Some of them going to be like, get out of here.
Mm-hmm. But somebody going to say yes.
Production over what? Tolerance. Somebody was like, oh, that mama crazy as I don't know what. I said.
LeBron mama, what they said was the craziest ever.
Thank you. But guess what?
She knows she had the cane.
Production over tolerance. As you produce, they tolerate. Because you know why I know that's the case? Because that's what they do in the NFL all day long. That's what they do in the NBA all day long. When you produce, they tolerate. AI, you keep producing, they tolerate shenanigans. He produce. So in college, it's really the same thing to a degree. We're just holding on to this amateurism thing. They shouldn't get paid and this. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Think about, you know what I was telling somebody the other day? Think about what they paying these kids right now, right? Mm-hmm. Think about when you and I played. That means all them years. Because if it was right now, that means it was right then. Think about
all that money they didn't. What? Somebody, that money is somewhere, Chris, in somebody's pocket.
We're talking about generational wealth. You got some of them dudes making 400 a year. Now imagine if all them dudes back then were making that type of money back then. Some of them will be in a lot better places, starting
Of course
businesses,
they would have
creating
been.
social impact, economic impact.
Right.
It would be different. But it's hard. You know what? It's hard to see us making it though. I'm just telling you, when I go ask certain people, it's hard. It's hard to see us making it.
When we got the gun. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
It ain't no fun to rabbit. It's just, listen, you can have whatever opinion you want.
Right.
It's hard to see us making it.
It's hard.
And it's hard to see young us making it.
Oh my goodness.
That's who's making it.
Because the first thing they talk about with the dude with John Morant, they always well, let's take his money. Let's take his money. Let's take.
Because you ever see when those banks fail or those companies go under,
they get bailed out.
CEOs and packages that they steal from the company, those
they
packages
they get
the Writers Guild is having a strike right now.
Yes.
Right? You see what Google the Netflix executive compensation.
And Warner Brothers too.
Crazy over.
Yes.
And they'll sit there and be like, well, that kid who's out there actually playing shouldn't get anything.
Yeah.
Right?
The writers shouldn't get anything.
Shouldn't get anything.
Right.
And so my thing is, if we're gonna live in America, let's live in America then. Let's not only be America for a few.
Yeah.
Let's let it be America for everybody. You know, if I contribute to the pie, I should be able to get a piece of it. You know what I mean? I'll pick the apples and you get to eat the pie. But that's how it's always been. I pick the apples, and I probably cook it, but you eat it. You know? And so now things are changing. And like you said, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Hey, Ruth Thompson. Ruth Thompson said, hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up? Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. But I'll tell you this, man. Again, going back to that the Pangos camp, and they got the NBA players camp coming up. I'm just telling you, it's some dudes there, man. You're gonna see you could just see it coming. And you know what? What's real? This African thing is real, man. This African thing.
They can play, man. Them dudes can play.
This thing is real. You know, you got some. I'm gonna tell you why I know it's real, because look what happened to Canadian players.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
Yeah.
And it's a melting. The NBA does the melting pot of the league. And the thing that's kind of scary, Hatter.
What's scary part?
The last 3 or 4 MVPs have all been what?
Foreigners.
In
second place too.
And my thing is, okay, is LeBron probably one of the best players, or KD and all that, or Steph? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. But you can't ignore what they're doing. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. And I'm telling you, man, it's just it's a global league. So it's not. I don't think it's a something that's bad against America, but
no,
it's bad against us. But because it's such a global league, like you understand basketball and what these kids are going through. Like Adidas has a team overseas right now. Like that's where the NBA is going.
Right.
You know, I didn't even realize this. They got a G League team in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every team got their own G League affiliate. I think except one. I forgot which one it is.
Yeah, but they got a team that's in Mexico City.
I know. But I'm just telling you.
That means they're going to have an NBA team in Mexico City.
Oh, of course.
That's coming.
He's working on that.
And I wouldn't be shocked if they wouldn't have a team in London. I mean, just because that East Coast team can fly right over that water the same way the East Coast team can fly from New York to LA.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, it's going to happen. You know, it's going to happen. But
man, well, I'm just glad, man. I thank you, man. We ain't gonna be in all day because I got to get out of here.
I just want to jump on.
If you on YouTube, give us a thumbs up right now. Thank you. He said only 10 thumbs up and 30 some people watching. And I know I need to prompt you too, but thank you, Kedrick Lewis. I know you're just watching the show, but just hit the thumbs up button on YouTube right quick. And let me know what's happening over there. And hit the like button over there. But Chris, thank you, man, so much. I wish you would have told me you was coming. I would have prepared something for you. Because somebody just talked about you this morning, talking about he ain't came back since the Lakers got their head tore off. Somebody said that this morning. I forgot who it was.
Let them know Kyrie coming.
No,
sign and trade.
Coach, no, he ain't. Coach, no, he ain't. Coach, look at me. I'm telling you, he's not. Coach,
I know you intimately know.
Coach, he ain't coming. They ain't gonna make the deal work. It's not gonna work.
Come on, man.
The Lakers, I'm telling you, I done looked at all the scenarios. They can't do it. They can't do it. I'm just telling you. Don't be surprised. I'm gonna tell you, LeBron. That man gonna call LeBron and tell my man come over to Dallas. LeBron said, "I think about it."
Listen. I heard they may trade. I heard. Let's say if they include Luka, they'll trade him.
Man, I ain't trading Luka for nobody.
Really?
Not for your Kane. There's no one. No. I'm not trading Luka for nobody.
Luka, unless Luka commit to get into a weight program and getting physically in shape, you can have Luka. I don't think people like playing with Luka.
I love Luka. I love the Joker. I ain't never liked this many foreign players in my life. I love Luka.
Umpazo. What is his name? Kumpazo.
You's a hater. I used to. Capazzo got cut like a mother. You hated on my man and got him cut.
Cut him, and now they're in the finals. Cut him in the finals. You've been talking about Kumpa. Yo, they got 100 dudes in college better than that dude. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. The NBA, they just show their hand like crazy.
They give you a couple. They got to keep up with some of them in there. They got to keep. They're working, man.
Dude, there's about 1,000 Dennis Schroeders in college basketball, man. Come on, man. Some of them dudes they draft, man. Come on.
Dennis Schroeder can hoop, man. You going on with that one.
Well, that's dude that can play just as good as Dennis Schroeder. That's dude like Gabe Vincent that was in college basketball. They just want to draft dudes overseas. That's what it don't make sense to me, man.
But Vincent, you know when Vincent got his shot, right?
Mm-mm.
He was tearing them dudes up on USA Africa. He was tearing Bradley Beal. Wow. Your boy was coaching. Mike Brown was coaching. Remember, Nigeria. He was on the Nigeria team. Somebody go Google Gabe Vincent, the Nigeria highlights. Oh, he was. Hey, Kevin Durant, come get some of this. Voila, pow. Bradley Beal, he just turned him every which way but loose. And all of them guys. He can play.
But it goes to show you, man, there are people, even at that level, they get overlooked. So your dream can come true.
Like that is Moody. I'm going to talk about Ish Smith tomorrow. You know Ishmael Smith, right?
Yeah, at Denver.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about him tomorrow because I got a chance to see him when he was at Wake Forest. And it'd be
nice nice too. And guess what? I remember he was with Washington. Coach, can't get off the bench, coach.
He done been with 13 teams in 13 years. He goes different team every year. He played against John Henson. You know, when Wake Forest and them, I used to go watch John play, and I got a chance to watch him back then. I didn't think he was no pro. I really didn't think he was no pro. But guess what? Some pro said this about him. He said he hated to guard him in practice. He came here. Maybe it was Kyle Lowry. Somebody said he came to. He said he hated to guard him. He was so damn quick. He hated to guard him. But this league hard to go to. But man, I appreciate it, man. But what happened?
I might check in tomorrow. No, I'm saying it's hard.
Check in tomorrow. I got some stuff.
Man. I mean, oh my God, LeBron.
He's still on the team though, Chris.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The league it's a global. It's not a United States league. Okay. It's a global league, man. That's what it is.
Well, we're gonna slide down Dino's back.
Slide out, bro. I'll holler at you.
And we out here. All right, bye, y'all.
All right, bro.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.